Number 44. 3/4 of a number is -15. What is the number? Okay, 3/4, we write as 3/4 of a number. Well, we don't know what that number is. So 3/4 x is, you know, the is tells us to make an equal sign, -15. Okay, we need to solve for x. To solve for x, you get it alone. We want 1x. Currently, the coefficient of x is 3/4. That 3/4 is being multiplied by x. So technically, we need to divide both sides by 3/4. But dividing by a fraction can be challenging. So we multiply by the reciprocal. It's exactly the same thing, and it's much easier to do. So we're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. Now, -15 is a whole number. We know that the denominator of any whole number is 1, because anything divided by 1 is itself. So let's see. 4's cancel, the 3's cancel. We're left with x on the left-hand side. That was our whole intention here, to get x by itself. Okay, then we have -15 times 4 is -60 over 1 times 3 is 3. X equals -20. We're left with x equals -20. Kyle made 18 baskets during a basketball game. The number of 3-point shots was 3 more than half the number of 2-point shots. How many of each type of shot did he make? Also, how many total points did he get? So we need to write either a system of equations or express this in a single variable to write one equation to solve for how many of each type of shot he made. So let's pull out some information. We know that he had 3-point shots and 2-point shots. Those are going to be what our variables represent. So we need to define our variables. I'm going to use x and y. So x is going to equal my 3-point shots, and y will equal my 2-point shots. Okay, so we know that he had 18 baskets total. You find a total by adding together the pieces. So 18 is going to equal x plus y. The total number of baskets represents the number of 3-point shots he made added to the number of 2-point shots he made. Okay, the number of 3-point shots, well, 3-point shots is x, so x equals 3 more than, so 3 plus, more than means plus, half the number of 2-point shots. So 1/2 y. So at this point, we have a system. We need to choose the best way to solve it. There's more than one way. We know that this is x, so we could take all of this and plug it in for x. Or we could solve both equations for x and set them equal. I'm choosing to solve both of them for x and set them equal. So I have 18 is equal to x plus y, and I want to solve this for x. So I'm going to subtract y from each side, and I'm left with x equals 18 minus y. So now that I have both equations set equal to x, I'm going to solve for y by setting them equal. So 3 plus 1/2 y equals 18 minus y. Okay, let's get all of our y's on one side. So I'm going to subtract 1/2 y from each side. I have 18 minus, well, I've got 1y minus 1/2 y, so that's 1.5 y. And then over here, I have 3. Now I need to get all my numbers on one side. So I'm going to subtract 18 from each side, which gives me negative 1.5y is equal to negative 15. I need to divide both sides by negative 1.5, since that's my coefficient of y. And I want to get y by itself. So I have y equals, well, how many times does negative 1.5 go into negative 15? It goes in there 10 times. So that tells me that Kyle made 10 two-point shots. So we have the number of two-point shots is equal to 10. Okay, so then let's go back up here. You know that 18 is equal to x plus y. 18 is equal to x plus 10. Y is 10. So we're going to subtract 10 from each side, and we have 8 equals x. Now, x was our number of three-point shots, and that equals 8. So now that we know how many of each type of shot he made, we need to calculate what his total number of points were. So, total points. Well, his total points are going to equal 3x plus 2y. Because every three-point shot he made gave him 3 points, and every two-point shot he made gave him 2 points. So his points equal 3 times 8 plus 2 times 10. So his points equal 24 plus 20. His total number of points in the game was 44. He made 44 points in the game by shooting 8 three-pointers and 10 two-pointers.